I mean, let's get it, man. It's Saturday, man. You know, I was trying to wait for the injury report, but apparently it seemed like both teams being discreet about it, which is smart. You know, you know how Kirby is with injuries, so I'm pretty sure, Sunday night is going to be the same, you know. But either way, you know what time it is, man. You know what time it is. I did a preview, so now it's prediction time, man. It's gonna be a video, gonna be longer than 1 minute. That's why I go, it's probably about 3 or 4 minutes. So I'm gonna just start off like I said, my preview. Like Michigan, they spotted basically TCU 20 points. It what it is. I mean, 2 pick sixes. Fumbling at the 1 yard line, not taking a field goal, and calling a trick play on the field goal. You'd be better off just running your basic offense, instead of doing a fake play, you know. TCU, like I say, very good team. Apparently in that championship. Max Duggan plays hard. Hopefully he don't get knocked out of the game. Because that's the thing, like, you got Max Duggan who gonna try to force his way running the ball when things not going his way. And last thing you want to do, he's tough. But getting hit 10 times by Georgia, he ain't that tough. And much see this Stroud ran, you see the first thing he did was run straight out of bounds. Or when he did, he took out running vertically. First thing he did was run out of bounds for 3 yards or whatever. Dude, he ain't come back up. I mean, Matt Duggan might cut back up the field and all that, try to get more yards. But like I said, last thing you want to do is take big hits by Georgia. Because they got some big hitters, And like I say, TCU wide receivers like I say, I'm just trying to skim through, trying to buy a little time, if I really takes. Because TCU got some good wide receivers, but it's not the wide receivers. Like I say, you can have the best wide receivers, but if your O-line can't buy time for your quarterback, they're useless, basically. They're just going to throw screen passes all day and slants. Out routes. You feel me? So, TCU O-line will get torched by... They will get ate up by Georgia. Like, I feel like Georgia can rush 4 and back everybody up and get home. It's just the fact we got to get the Max Duggan on the grind. That part, I don't know. But I will say, Max Duggan going to be in for a long game. And like I say, TCU defense is average. I say above average. Because they play hard and tough. They the little engine that could. But it's just... going against Georgia is a whole nother ball game, But like I say, also, Georgia can't play around, drop passes and fumbling the ball. Says can't throw hard. You feel me? Because that all leads up into a defense playing above. If you gifting them pick sixes and fumbling the ball and dropping passes on wide open passes on 3rd down and stuff like that, or overthrowing wide open touchdown pass, all that stuff can make it, eventually let a defense get good over the course of the game. But that being said, man, Georgia, I think this game gonna be over before halftime. I think Georgia go up like 14-3 in the first quarter. Then TCU be like 6-14, then 9-14, and then Georgia flip script and it's 28-9 at halftime. Stetson, I think Stetson break the record, for most passing yards by Georgia quarterback in the season. I think this game we're gonna see Carson Beck come in. Stetson Bennett gonna get a standing applause by the crowd of Georgia, all that. And the overlay gonna come up, by what he accomplished at Georgia in 2 national championships. All that. I think the game gonna be like 45-17 when Stetson Bennett leads the game. And then Carson Beck gonna come in and be a quarterback and with like 8 minutes left on the clock or something, 8 minutes left on the clock. The game gonna be out of control with Georgia having the ball. And that's how I think it's gonna go. Like TCU has a good run, but you come across that's what I say. Like people don't realize having 1 month, basically 1 month to prepare for JJ McCarthy in Michigan is way different having 6 to 7 days to prepare for Georgia. Like, you feel me? Like that's what people don't understand. Like, yes, having 1 month for Ohio State to get their scheme and have a game plan for Georgia, and play hard, see their stride, get chemistry. Well, yeah, chemistry out there, but you know what I'm saying. But like, hear about how bad they is and how he's soft for a month. You see how much he ran, but we know Max Duggan gonna run. We know what Max Duggan gonna do, and the fact that they gotta come out 6, 7 days with little information on Georgia. I mean, you can say, oh, Georgia had little information on TCU, but Georgia's the more talented team, though. I mean, it's different. You feel me? Like, Georgia's a more talented team, way more talented. So we don't need that much information on TCU, but TCU need all the information on Georgia. And the fact that, like I said, it goes with TCU O-line. Max Duggan don't have CJ Stroud on or wide receivers or the offensive personnel, like just offensive personnel in general. TCU, like I say, they send a lot of blitzes, but we be good at picking up blitzes. And it's like they don't, get to the quarterback like that, to kill it, to take over a game, I should say. And like I say, they pass offense is very good. They pass defense is bad. Just about every go down the schedule, just about everybody had about 300 yards on them passing, or more. They run defense, pretty decent. I take that. The run defense pretty good. But like I say, the pass defense, you go down the schedule, just about most of everybody had, 350 yards passing. But that being said, man, I think Georgia wins this game 45-20. I think Georgia wins this game 45-20. Georgia wins by 25 points. It what it is. Let me know what y'all think. It's just Georgia's just gonna be way too good, and TCU just not gonna have enough. Go Dogs.